What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Ange Predicts YouTube channel. I am Ange and I predict stuff. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the bell on. If you like prediction videos, check out my playlist of predictions by category. And finally, if you would like the results for yesterday's picks, check out my community tab for that information. Guys, it is Tuesday, April the 4th, 2023. And in the NBA, guys, we have a lot of games to go through, so let's get right into the schedule. All right, the first game is the Miami Heat going up against the Pistons. Obviously, Miami is the heavy favorite in this one, guys. They lost to the Pistons back in December, guys, but they also won March 19th, 112-100 against the Pistons. Like I said, the Pistons do have some key injuries. Honestly, Jimmy Butler has been playing solid, as well as Zeller. They're a solid team. They just beat the Mavs. I see them having no problem beating the Pistons 118-104. I'm taking the under on the game. Next up, we have the Cavs against the Magic. You guys know I love taking the Magic against the spread. Usually the spreads are quite big. On this particular game, it looks like it's probably going to be 4.5, guys, so it's not that big. But if you look at the Magic's recent gameplay in the last 5, guys, they beat the Pistons, they beat the Wizards, they dropped to the Grizzlies, but only by 5 points, guys. They beat the Nets and the Knicks. They're one of my favorite underdog teams, guys. If you look at the head-to-head, they did beat the Cavs back in October 14th at home. They're playing at home tonight, guys. So I'm taking the Orlando Magic to stun them 115-112. I'll take the Magic against the spread. Next up, we have the Bucks going up against the Wizards. Now, the Bucks are a very solid team. You guys know that. They get mostly W's. Let's be honest, they're 56-22. But, you know, every now and then they do lose a game. I don't think tonight is a day that they lose the game, especially against a Wizards team that's been inconsistent this season, guys. So I'll take the Bucks to win 132-118. I am taking the over on the game. Next up, we have the Raptors going up against the Hornets. This is an interesting game, guys, because the Hornets, I did have faith in them last game, and they really disappointed me. So I don't think they'll beat a Raptors team that beat them 3 times this season, guys. It looks like they just want to close out the season. I'll take the Raptors to win, guys, 121-114. I'm taking the Raptors on the money line. Next up, we have the T-Wolves versus the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn at home plays very well, guys. The T-Wolves are not the same T-Wolves that I saw in the last few months. I mean, that T-Wolves team was just hustling, getting a lot of points, beating teams they shouldn't have. If we look at the matchup, guys, the last 2 times with the Nets, they lost 2 times. One of them was only by 1 point, but still, guys, I just don't know where. I don't like the way where the T-Wolves are going. So I'm going to take the Nets on this one, guys, by a 120-115 score. I'm taking the Nets to spread. Next up, the Kings are going up against the Pelicans. Now, 1 month ago, I would have took the Kings without a doubt, guys. But if you look at the way the Pelicans have been playing in the last 5, guys, they beat the Clippers, they beat the Nuggets, they beat the Portland Trailblazers. They beat the Clippers actually twice, guys. They did beat the Kings the first time they played them. The second time they did lose. But like I said, they're back in health. At home, they play their best basketball at 25-13. I'll take a chance to go with the Pelicans on this one, guys. 122-116. I'm taking the Pelicans to cover the spread. Next up, we have the Hawks versus the Bulls. I love taking the Hawks at home, guys. Tonight, they are on the road 16-23. Not as good, guys, especially at their last 10 that I'm looking at right here, guys. Just losses after losses on the road. Lately, the Bulls have been playing good. They've been over my expectation for sure. At home, they're 21-18. I'll take the Bulls to win this one, guys, by a 119-110 score. I'm taking the Bulls to cover the spread. All right, next up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, guys, against the Golden State Warriors. Golden State, solid team at home, guys. The record is 32-8, guys. They beat the Spurs, they beat the Pelicans recently, and the 76ers, which is a big matchup. They have the 2-1 in the head-to-head over the OKC Thunder. Listen, I like OKC. They tend to hustle late in the game and then steal the game. I don't think it's happening tonight, guys. I'm going with the Warriors to win by a 130 to 121 score. That is over on the game. Next up, we have the Spurs versus the Suns in what is most likely going to be the most lopsided game of the night, guys. The spread is just huge on this one. I'm not lying at all, guys. Seriously, I think it's plus 18.5 for the Spurs. Suns are one of the best teams in the NBA and one of the teams that could possibly go all the way, guys. They beat the Thunder recently, they beat the Nuggets, they beat the T-Wolves, they beat the Jazz. They won their last 5, guys. And they also beat the Spurs both times that they played them. So I'm going with the Suns to win this one, guys. 126 to 112. I'm taking the Suns on the money line. Next up, we have the Rocket versus the Denver Nuggets, guys. Denver on the road is not the same at home. You guys all know that. But like I said, if you look at the Rockets in the last 3 seasons that they played, the Denver Nuggets 0-9, guys. That's pretty significant. They did drop 4 out of their last 5 games, guys. They only won 1 against the Pistons. I think the season's over for the Rockets, guys. I'm taking the Nuggets to win this one, guys. 118 to 106. I'm taking Denver on the money line. Next up, this is a really interesting game that you should probably watch. 2 big teams going up against each other. Obviously, the Celtics have a bit more of an advantage over the 76ers, guys. They get it done. Jason Tatum is just unbelievable, guys. Marcus Smart also with the assists. I like him. Looking at the last 3 times they played the 76ers, they beat them every single time, guys. And I think they beat them for a 4th time tonight. I will take the Celtics to win 120 to 116. I'm taking the Celtics to spread. All right, next up, we have the Portland Trailblazers versus the Memphis Grizzlies, guys. The Grizzlies are one of the best teams at home court. They just play phenomenally. The head-to-head here is 1-1, but like I said, Ja Morant is back. He averages 26.5 points per game, guys. I just don't think the Trailblazers could keep up with the pace of the Grizzlies tonight. I am going with the Grizzlies 113 to 102. I'm going to take the Grizzlies on the money line. All right, next up we have the Lakers versus the Utah Jazz. The Lakers have been impressing me quite a bit, guys, and they play their best basketball on the road. They beat the Rockets, they beat the Timberwolves, the Bulls in the last 3. They did lose to the Bulls in their first matchup with them. But like I said, they're on a little streak, guys. I know that the Jazz beat the Lakers both times that they played them, but I think tonight is a different night. That was back in November, guys. It's much different now. It's the late season. I think the Lakers will take this one, guys. 122 to 120. Very close. I'm taking the Lakers on the money line. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my NBA predictions for tonight. I would like to hear your NBA predictions and thoughts down below in the comments. If you would like to become a member, click the join button to become a member and receive premium parlay and picks every day. All right, guys, I'm out of here and I'm Ange. Take care. Ciao.